Wow. This is lovely. Feels peaceful, too. This is the room we used last time we stayed here, right? We ended up having to sneak into the bandit base and didn't really get to enjoy it much. Yes, I hope you could spend a bit more time in it this time. I did at least get to spend one night in a comfortable bed, that is. The way I remember it, Shara drank you under the table and laid you out like a sack of garbage. I actually remember that. I was gonna say, didn't Shara, like, get Olivier drunk or something? This time I'll be able to drink to my heart's content. This is the room we had set aside for the gentlemen, but... Sorry, there must have been some confusion about your party size. You may use the room next door for the men as well. Aw, right. I kind of jumped on this train last second. You guys picked rooms and I'll roll with it. How about it? I have no preference. I don't care much either way. Well then, I shall share a room with Agate. Wait a sec. What's with the sudden desire to bunk with me? Is it not obvious, Agate? A raven with clipped wings, mended by a tender-hearted young girl? I would be a failure of a bard if I did not hear every detail of that encounter, and also... Huh? What? Agate, try not to murder him, okay? I mean, like, Agate has, like, no impulse control with that, especially with someone like Olivier. Although, I'm sort of curious as to how that went down myself. But we just talked is all. That doesn't make us any less interested in hearing about it. Maybe more so, in fact. Perhaps we should hear the whole story before calling it a night, huh? Come on now, you two. Don't tease Tita so much. I feel bad for her. Regardless, I would ask Zin and Kevin to share the other room. I have no problems with that. Hey, I'm not one to stand in the way of a good time, so sure. Allow me to show you to your room. I mean, Kevin sounds like the best roommate. Now hang on, we're not done with this conversation. Hey! Alright, taking a drink. Yow! So, sounds like things got, kinda crazy. So, there really was an ancient dragon nesting in Liberl. And it warned about the Aureole before flying off, huh? Yeah, makes my head spin just thinking about it, everything that happened. What I really don't get is why Ragnar couldn't tell us anything about the Aureole either. Actually, there is a line in the Testaments that reminds me. And the goddess, having bequeathed her treasures, sent forth the holy beast to observe the children of men would take. A holy beast? That certainly does seem like Ragnar. The more pertinent point, I feel, is the command to observe. They may simply watch over us, and we're commanded to not interfere. Loads of help, that is. Well, one way or another, I sure think this makes it look like the Aureole exists. I think we can even start to piece things together now, thanks to what I found in my poking around. Right, you were investigating the towers. Did you find anything out? A little bit, yeah. I think you guys are familiar with those weird machines at the top of each tower, right? Did you know they're currently glowing? Yeah, I remember seeing that one was all lit up. I don't quite get what that has to do with the Aureole, though. Well, Captain Schwartz mentioned something to me. Something weird happened in the room where you fought Alan Richard just before that mechanical monster showed up, right? Oh yeah, if I remember right, after the gospel was used, all the lights in the ruins went out. And then there was this voice out of nowhere giving a warning, and the pillars all sunk into the floor. Right, the warning was about the first barrier being no longer operative, and the device towers being enabled, as I recall. Yeah, that's what I heard. So on a hunch, I double-checked the timing with some witnesses. Those 4 towers started lighting up and stuff at the same time the gospel was used. That sentence killed me. Barely. You're kidding. So the device towers the warning mentioned are the 4 towers of Liberl and the machines at their peaks. I don't got any good explanations, at least. So, to sum up then, the ruins beneath Grancel Castle are what produces the first barrier. However, when Colonel Richard used the gospel, this barrier was eliminated. And in its place, the device towers were activated, presumably to produce a second barrier of some sort. A second barrier? But why would... If you're gonna protect something, you always want to make sure you have a backup. Oh, it doesn't answer the questions of what kind of barrier it is, or what the hell it is. Is it a barrier for, though? About that. Starting to think it's something to hide the location of the Aureole. That's right, the Aureole wasn't in the castle ruins. But it's still supposed to be somewhere in Liberl, right? Exactly. And if we assume the Society's goal is to obtain the Aureole, then I think we could say their experiments are part of the plan to further that goal. Aim to do all that just to... The experiments, the Gospels, and the Aureole? Seems like they are more tightly interwoven than we first believed. Yeah, this is the Trails game, I kind of expected it. And the one sitting at the loom would be this man called the Professor. Yep, it's all him. The same guy who put the Gospel on Ragnar's head and made him attack Bose. And the one who... Estelle? What's up, Estelle? You got awfully quiet all of a sudden. Yeah, about this Professor. I think he's the one who made Joshua leave in the first place. What? Wait a moment. You mean he's the one who orchestrated the events that brought Joshua into your home, and then made him leave the way he did? I think so. And I bet he's the one who manipulated Colonel Richard and Kurt's memories. You're kidding. We don't have any explanation for Kurt's memories. It is true. Why do you think this? Well, you see. Explain that she can't remember the identity of the man she met the day. Right, I remember that scene where they, blurred his face out because, where Estelle forgot everything. But obviously we know who it is, the player. That really happened? Is this another thing you've been trying to shoulder all by yourself or something? Not exactly, but... Sorry, I guess it's kind of late to bring it up now. I don't think there could be any doubt at this point, though. It's safe to say that this person must be the one responsible for all our trouble. He is clearly a man of twisted morals, not mortals. Yes, we'll need to be careful. Ah, sorry, Tita. I didn't mean to bring up all this serious junk when we came out to here to relax. No, it's okay, Estelle. It's just, I was wondering why someone would do something like this. People very bad, humans evil, etc. Make everyone so unhappy, make Joshua suffer. I just don't get it. You poor innocent Tita. Tita, don't worry about trying to understand a weirdo like that. You just need to worry about being Tita. Right, Agate? Why the hell do you keep dragging me into these conversations? We needed that, I think. Kevin? Oh, nothing. So how's about we call that enough information swapping for one day? It'd be a crime to let all this wonderful food go to waste. Can't say no to that. Yeah, let's leave debate aside for now. Instead, let's navigate the forest and meet through the rivers of liquor. Merriment awaits. Rivers of liquor, Lenheim? That was an unfortunate metaphor. Please, Shara, don't make me swim. And so, Estelle and her friends set about enjoying their holiday. Oh, this music hasn't played since, the beginning of the game. Setting aside their cares for a while, they slumbered peacefully and awoke as they wished come the dawn. In the morning, they borrowed a couple of boats and enjoyed an excursion on the lake. Oh, Zin's gonna, Noon saw a pleasant lunch with no small bit of horseplay. I didn't have a joke there, which is why I just stopped talking. And the evening was perfect for setting a fishing line and letting the hours disappear. Time passed quickly by the idyllic shores, words of the lake. Ah, that was so much fun. It was, wasn't it? Feels like we've been refreshed, body and soul. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had this much fun without drinking. Shara, minors in the room, influences, etc. And weren't you slamming back some kind of fruit liquor like a friend, like a fiend while we were fishing? Oh, honey, please. Something that, like, doesn't even count. Right, Princess Tita? I think I will invoke royal prerogative to refrain from commenting. On a tangent from that, though, Estelle, we're really good at fishing. I can't talk. You think so? Yeah, you are. You pulled them up one after another. It's been her hobby since she was little. Speaking of, Kevin made quite a showing for himself, too. I noticed that. He really seems to like fishing. He definitely knows how to handle a rod and whatnot, that's for sure. If he got a bit better, he might even make a good rival for me. For the love of. Not everything has to be a competition, Estelle. Still, though, it's a lovely evening. Huh? Estelle, what is it? Aw, nothing. I think I need to go enjoy that lovely evening for a bit. I'll be back for dinner. I understand. Don't be gone too late or I'll eat your portion too. Yeah, I know. See you guys later. Estelle. Shara, don't worry, Tita. I'd like you to leave her alone for a little while, if that's okay. This is about Joshua, isn't it? A good guess. The evening was just as lovely back then, too. Oh, I'm in control of Estelle. I thought they were gonna have like a scene. Sorry, I had to really quickly respond to a message. Am I like going to where me and Joshua had a moment? Which could be anywhere. Ah, yeah, classic. Ah, what a pretty sunset. It's just like last time. Sky, the sunset, the water, it's all just like before. Everyone's having fun, but it's not really the same at all, is it? Oh, I'm hopeless, aren't I? I made up my mind to chase after him at my own pace, but Mom and Joshua must be laughing at me. That's right. I did play it once, during the dream. I wonder if I can do it again. This is called like Memories of Light or something? Huh? That was really pretty, Estelle. Kevin? Man, Kevin's hair, I never noticed how spiky Kevin's hair is until this moment, which sounds crazy, but I finally, like, paid attention to Kevin's hair, and I'm like, man, it is spiky. I came by because I was curious who was belting out the melodies. Gotta admit, I didn't think it would be you. So I guess you do have hobbies other than sneakers and fishing, huh? Harmonica playing's kind of out of character for me, huh? Nah, not hardly. It suits you. Whereabouts of light? I knew it was something of light. Gotta be honest, I think you're better at fishing, but you could just come out and tell me I'm bad. Even I don't think I'm really good at this. You made a couple of technical mistakes, sure, but what matters is music is the heart. What matters in music is the heart. And that little performance of yours carried your heart, trust me. Oh, thanks. Mind if I get a little closer? Oh, sure, go ahead. Got a question I'd like to ask you. Stell, what are you gonna say when you meet this boyfriend of yours? I'm wondering about this too. Huh? From what I've gathered, he left under what you might call circumstances, heavy ones. Even if you finally catch up to him, have you thought about what you're gonna say to him after all this time? I've convinced myself I was gonna drag him back even if I had to pull him by the hair, but I don't think I can really do something that forceful or crazy. To be completely honest, I don't know if what I have to say will even reach Joshua. And even knowing all that, you're still set on finding him? Yeah. I thought a lot about Joshua's situation and my own feelings. No matter how hard I try, though, the words to deal with it don't come to me when I just sit around. So I'll just let the words come when I finally meet him. What? After all, my feelings aren't mine alone, right? There's something that grew between Joshua and I when we were together. So I think I'll only be able to find those words once I see him again. Once we meet, our hearts will do the talking. That's why I refuse to worry about that until we find him. I mean, sometimes I get a little sentimental, sure, but let's just call that lady's privilege. Oh man, that didn't go according to the steps at all. What? Step 1, Estelle is all sentimental and down. Step 2, Estelle worries over a comment from me. Step 3, I follow up nicely. Step 4, Estelle starts feeling better and her opinion of me rises sharply because of it. See? Profit. That was a brilliant plan I was aiming for, but somehow you skipped the steps 2 and 3 and thus 4, I think. Sorry. You're still a good priest, Kevin. You do pay attention to people with worries like me. Well, it's true that's part of a priest's job. Gotta admit, I wasn't paying attention to you for reasons that's more personal, Estelle. Huh? What are you... Hold that thought. What? Now, what is it? Not sure. Looks like a boat's approaching. And I think someone's inside it. What? Is that Kurt? Kurt?